So is that okay to talk about that as well?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Okay. Talk
that's
about
the
that.
question.
Yeah. Transition. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, man.
What do you mean? Like you sent me the question beforehand. Like
Oh yeah. Oh, so that was one of the like stuff.
yes.
Okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
if I mentioned it. All right. All right.
How you not gonna check your own work?
What you mean?
Like you didn't check the questions you asked me.
No, I did. I'm saying like I just don't remember like exactly all the stuff I sent you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Welcome back to Building the Burbs. My name is Howard. I don't have a co-host today, but we do have a very, very special guest, Jeremy with Joe. Thank you for coming on. Jeremy, tell the audience a little bit about Joe and we can get started.
Yeah, absolutely. So Joe helps businesses strike the right balance between man. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
All right.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more. Okay.
No.
Okay, so before we kind of get into Joe, I know that it used to be Eryn.ai, right?
Yep.
So tell us a little bit like about why the shift, or the change, I should say, and like what was the meaning behind it?
Yeah. But I guess the biggest thing in finding product market fit, um, it was what we're initially going after was in the compensation specifically, like how individuals are motivated to do work
Mm-hmm.
and compensation being the largest expense to any business. Figured that would be a good place to start. But the word compensation uh, or pay benefits didn't really resonate with our buyers. So we had product market fit, but it wasn't really connecting or hitting. And also, I was just after 2 years of pushing Eryn up a hill, yeah, I was just didn't let it go. I was tired of hearing the name,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
changed the name. And now it's a similar concept, but we're not focusing on compensation. We're focusing on marginal improvement in highly regulated industries. And we do that by increasing the throughput of the individuals or the jobs themselves. And how we increase that throughput is by augmenting the labor with machine capabilities. So figuring out what machines do good and what humans do good and division of labor of sorts.
That's interesting because I know like a lot of um AI companies, right? Like they'll focus on replacing human labor,
Mm-hmm.
right? So why not that versus what Joe is, which is kind of like the fusion of human labor and AI.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of companies. Well, I saw this one thing. This company in Tennessee did a raise of like 1.8 million. They essentially sit on top of your desktop and see what you do all day and figure out where the automation can be brought in. And I thought to myself, I was like, but what if someone is not a good employee? What if they're doing a bad job?
Yeah.
All you're doing is making a bad process faster. It's like I listen to this guy, Jim Rome. He's like, you can motivate an idiot, but all you have is a motivated idiot. Yeah. It's like,
that's not gonna work.
yeah, exactly. So really taking a step back and looking at the organization and what like the strategic vision is, and then breaking it down from broad organization, business unit, function, job family, levels of jobs, job title, the tasks in the jobs.
Gotcha.
So going down and going back up.
Yeah.
And like at each level, understanding what the main purpose is. It sounds so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds simple.
It's simple, but I know it's a lot more complex than the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Another quote from Jim Rohn. You can tell I listen to him a lot. It's simple, but it's not easy.
mm, like that.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess let's just reel it back a little bit more, right? So your like experience with AI, right?
So
Talk a little bit about
I
that.
jumped on the AI, like I wouldn't even call it a bus. I jumped
Yeah.
out of an airplane and just started building. But yeah, started building my helicopter on the way down, like figuring it out as I went. And also, like when people say they're an expert in AI or right,
Yeah.
I'm like it changes so fast. So what are your
Yeah,
expert in?
every day. Literally.
Every day. So it's like
You're always like having to learn something new, like
yes,
versus like take marketing for example, right? Like there are it changes, but there are like things that has been like around for decades,
mm-hmm.
right? So like there's traditional things that you're just gonna have to learn, but with AI, it's just kind of I guess we're still like in the beginning stages, so
Yeah,
it's always like changing, right? So yeah, I definitely get what you're saying about that.
yeah, and like to touch on that point, the AI, the way that I see it is a tool.
Yeah.
Like AI doesn't think critically. AI is not creative. AI doesn't solve problems. It follows directions. Um, so based on that point, it's like you have to you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
AI gets you from 0 to 70 very fast, but the other 30%, like that's where the human
Yeah.
component comes into play. Yeah.
Now, do you think AI will ever get to a point where it can be like creative and do all these things that we're needing to do now as a human, but AI will be able to do it at that point?
So I guess the big I guess the big discussion right now in the field of AI is super intelligence. And super intelligence, well, we have general intelligence versus super intelligence. If it can do something better than human here, right? We've reached general intelligence. So like mathematics or accounting or legal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Gen AI, we've hit um, being creative. Um, I think that's more of a maybe a philosophical thing because like creative, you know, creation, can it create something from scratch? And
Mm-hmm.
it can't because everything that it has learned is is really a replica of the data it's been fed.
It's not creating anything new.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big word, amalgamation of yeah.
Yo,
the
the
first,
philosophy there.
I know the first time I heard that word, I'm like, what? Yeah,
Does not sound like a real word.
yeah, it
Not
does
gonna lie.
not. Yeah, it's like you could just say combo of
Yeah.
things. Like why you say use all these big words for no reason. Um,
Uh,
yeah, it's really just a combination of things just learned over the past. Yeah.
Now, I know you kind of gave like a adjective of the type of businesses that would Joe would be able to serve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so but kind of like break that down as far as like the actual businesses and the examples using Joe.
Yeah. So right now we're going after food processors,
Okay.
um, understanding their roles and how to, you know, increase margin. These are highly regulated businesses um, with low margins. So looking for a penny when it at scale. If you have to be on a grocery shelf for $4.99, right, and your product costs $3.99 or 301, but you're selling 100 million of that,
Yeah.
right? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So in that marginal improvement, like where's that at? Where's that? Like, to give you an example of a company that I worked with, and this was at a consulting firm. Um, it was a trucking company, also in Martin's commoditized business. They, the CHRO, did an analysis that the truckers that stayed with them longer had less incidents of accidents, so their insurance premiums were lower.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we get the truckers to stay?
Yeah.
Because the ones that stay don't crash, and when they don't crash, like that's where we can improve our margins.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
money.
So
Yeah.
he this is going back to Eryn. He created a step tiered vesting and matching schedule for their 401k. So the longer you stayed with the company, the more you got to keep, and the more they matched.
Like an incentive
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. And yeah, incentivizing longevity
Yeah.
or tenure. Yeah.
So I guess regarding like the first couple of businesses that you work with, right?
Yeah.
What was that process like as far as outreach to them, and was there any like persuasion as far as like AI and working that into their business, or like what was that process like?
Yeah. So going back to the customer discovery, right? It started. I was in the field of selling compensation data for over a decade, so I knew a
Okay.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Um, and it was relatively easy to get big name companies to give feedback. So I'm not gonna say their names, but
Yeah.
we probably had 10 Fortune 500 companies, like big pharma, fast moving consumer goods, um, retail, that could give us feedback. Um, one company in Germany that does like animal pharmaceuticals, like
Okay.
cows and chickens and pigs, um, and having those conversations were easy,
Yeah.
but delivering a product is
Hard
hard,
part. Yeah.
and not because the technology's not there. It's AI is a new tech one, and there's a lot of, like, I don't want to say red tape, but a lot of corporate policies, a lot of risks that has to be accounted for. And as a startup, you don't have that.
Yeah.
You don't have an insurance policy for 5 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah. And I guess kind of that risk policy like with AI, like you can't sue AI, right? So like there's no, I guess like the blame falls on you, right?
Yeah. The blame always falls on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And not the AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't sue the AI. And also, if you were to sue me or sue the business, like, I don't have the money to pay you
Yeah.
guys. Like, so
Yeah.
they're just not going to take that risk. And there's a lot better technologies out there that can solve these enterprise problems. But um, company or people don't want to lose their job. There's a saying, no one ever got fired for hiring IBM.
You
Yeah.
got these sayings, man. Like where do you just come across it?
I was gonna say old, but I'm not that old. But yeah, I guess just
Wise.
no, I'm not that wise either. don't do
Don't
what
put
I
that on
do.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I, like, as an entrepreneur, you have a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a
Resilience.
unrealistic
Oh.
risk tolerance.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, like you just have to.
Yeah. You got
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You have to want to, like, you're that little kid who's like, if I put my finger in the fire for 1 second longer, it should be okay.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
So I know you mentioned that like you don't have like extensive like 30 years working on artificial intelligence and stuff
Mhm.
like that, right? So and like you didn't go to college for artificial intelligence, right?
Mhm.
So what was the process like of basically like just teaching yourself AI, right?
Yeah. It was a lot of AI. Asking AI a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like that for me, AI is a jumping off point and a thought partner. It's like you can go down a rabbit hole
Yeah.
and like you can say, how do I do this? Right. And using AI, like I was able to code out or first I wrote a Python script and scraped like a bunch of BLS wage data, like data points for every state in the US. Like, yeah, a lot of data.
Yeah.
And then created a front end React web app and then created an API key and then uh created a super base database. And like this is all using Gemini
Yeah.
and I guess vibe coding as they
Yeah.
call it,
Yeah.
but like taking it to the next level and actually like having a tangible product
Yeah.
or tangible project to work on, like really helped me grasp these concepts because it was tangible.
Yeah.
There was an actual outcome. And I was like, oh, this makes sense. I see like, and also me being, I guess, a visual mind person. I don't even know what the term is,
Yeah.
but being able to map things out in my head, like structures or
Strategizer.
frameworks, yeah, or um, yeah, just being able to think about things in an abstract manner. Also,
Yeah.
I think helped like grasping AI in itself.
So how long like did that process take? Would you say?
It's not done. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, it's not done.
Yeah.
It's learn something new every day. But that's the one thing. Working with Mark here and Hatchbridge, his business, Tame the Noise. Eventually, you got to stop learning and start doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a bunch of podcasts, the AI Daily Brief, right? And you can learn about different models and what's happening in AI. It's like, okay, I just got to stop. Just got to stop. Can't
Yeah,
learn anything
yeah.
new because you get so many, or I do, so many ideas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead of
this can do this, that can do this. Yeah. Just, no.
go ahead and start. Like a lot of people just kind of sit, watch YouTube videos,
Yeah.
on and after it's like
Yeah.
it's to a point, bro. You gotta.
Yeah. And also, like, for me, the big thing was curiosity, just being curious. So, going back to studying, or what I studied in college.
Mhm.
So, my undergrad was in metaphysics or religion at the University of Georgia.
Okay.
And then I got a dual bachelor's, or in political science and religion. And they're both liberal arts, right? Like no tech, like not technical.
Yeah.
But then I went back to business school and like got a MBA and focused on finance and entrepreneurship, or finance and innovation. Um, yeah, and it's like high school. I graduated with a 2.7 GPA. College 3.5, and then grad school probably 3.8. I was like my freshman year when I played football. I graduated high school with 2.7. First year, his semester in college, I made the all academic team for the conference because I had the highest GPA for my position. I
Wow.
had like a 3.9 because I actually got to take classes and things I was interested in.
Yeah. It
Versus
makes a
just
difference. Yeah.
like, and a lot of times, like I did good on tests in high school, but I did no homework.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
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 It makes a difference being like forced to
Yeah.
learn about something versus what you actually want to learn about, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. a general curiosity, and I think that's going to be the like a differentiating factor in this world of AI. It's like, can you grasp what, complex like information and quickly identify patterns? Yeah, within the data that's not readily obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
This podcast is brought to you by Hatchbridge Incubator. Hatchbridge Incubator is a partnership between Kennesaw State University and the Cobb Chamber of Commerce. We offer entrepreneurs the programs, the support, and the accountability that they need to build their businesses. We have programs and we have facilities for them to use. So our new facility will launch off of Chastain Road in the summer of 2025. We'll have 9 private offices for companies. We'll also have dedicated hot desk space for them to work at, and we'll have an event facility there as well. Learn more at hatchbridge.com.
All right, guys, we are back. Building Burbs, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, right? So talk a little bit about the implementation of like Joe from finance, Joe from HR, like why that route, right? Like why segment it into like different, you know what I'm saying? Like different parts of the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the problem now with a lot of technology, it's too general. And general, like trying to serve like everybody, ChatGPT, everybody does research, needs to know answers, like everyone Google stuff, but that doesn't immediately present any value, right? And it's very wide, but it's not very deep. So Joe from goes deep into a specific like use case. Yeah. Like looking at work itself, at each evolution of the human population, work itself has changed. So we went from nomads to farmers. So like our jobs, like truly to survive, changed.
Yeah.
From hunting and foraging to like harvesting. Yeah. And then it went from agrarian to industrial. So we went to work in factories, and that took a different change. You can think about like nomads. There was no such thing as a 40-hour work week, 8-hour work day. They didn't have that. They didn't have weekends. Like,
weekends off, yeah.
Exactly.
Holidays.
Yeah, exactly. That's a man-made thing.
Yeah.
But every time society changes, our work changes, and the framework in which we look at work changes. So the framework that we're currently under was architecture. I don't even know the word.
Architecture.
Yeah, no, yeah, but it was created by this guy Frederick Winslow Taylor, and he was industrial engineer. So he looked at everything through the lens of inputs, throughputs, and outputs. And that's the same way that machines work.
Yeah.
Inputs, throughputs, outputs. So in terms of humans and jobs, look at inputs as knowledge, what you have to bring to the job, throughput, what you do with the knowledge, and output as accountability. So you look at someone, I use 2 examples, 2 different jobs. Cancer researcher, high inputs, like they're very highly educated, high throughputs, they're solving something complex, but low accountability. No one ever got fired for not solving cancer.
It's not expected.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even, versus a salesperson, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
100%.
high accountability. Like it clearly, like you can see when they're not performing. Maybe there's some lag time.
Yeah,
Even a better example is a janitor. Like it's immediate.
yeah,
Like very highly accountable job. I can tell if you did not take out the trash. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And it's the same framework for computers as it's for humans, and it's just a mesh of the two frameworks. And the framework that I'm talking about is job architecture, job design, job analysis, job evaluation. And in computers, it's computational theory, process mining, task mining, automation, RPA, robotics. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was the client feedback like, right, from when you switched from Eryn.ai to Joe? Like, are there any specific success stories or changes that happen in a person's business?
So we haven't implemented Joe just yet.
Okay.
We're on the cusp of potentially working with a large food processor consulting firm that does process improvement,
Okay.
like a leader in the industry. In terms of Eryn, going back to Eryn itself, people are really skeptical that AI can do what they do.
Yeah, for sure.
And and it's like, AI by itself cannot do what you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But if me and you do the same job and I know the job and I teach my AI how to do the job,
Yeah.
AI can do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so it's not, once again, it's just a tool. And people, the big, I wouldn't even call it pushback, but like in the industry that I've worked in, a lot of people that are, when I first started in this work, I would be at meetings with guys that had children my age. So they had been doing this type of work for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And they really was like, no, what I learned, what took me 30 years to master, an AI cannot figure out. And you're like, if the right person gives the AI the right context, it can definitely do at least 7% of what you're good at, but a lot faster. For an example, when the proposal that I worked on for this company, they were looking to analyze like 15,000 job descriptions. And like I did the math for them. Like if a human, we give a human 15 minutes for each job description, it would take one human 2 years to do the job description. And if you hired a consultant to do that, well, it's 2 years of human time. So obviously, like you would need to divide that by, you want it done in 4 months. Like that's how many people you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you pay those people $400 an hour as consultants, some consultants make up to $1,100 an hour, right? Analysts are $250 an hour. Now we're, did the math, it was like $2 million. And the AI that we currently have is like, it's not overnight, but it was 105 hours, but that was nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take a break. So things like that, it's like reading job descriptions and making corrections. Like a computer can do that. Like, and a human, in my opinion, can do better things, do more creative things. Yeah.
So do you think like the power of AI is because, I mean, like even from my own experience using ChatGPT and stuff, like it does make mistakes. Like it does hallucinate. It does like do certain things where it needs, again, try again kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But do you think the power is its ability to just never stop? Like it doesn't get tired. It always kind of wants to, learn. Like it's not like, I don't want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's the power behind AI?
No, AI definitely breaks. It'd be like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Really?
Now. Yeah.
Oh.
Like you never got to try again and come back later. Like, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I have got that, but
Yeah.
I'll just like refresh my screen and then
Yeah,
it'll
but
start.
that's it. Getting tired or
Uh-oh.
too many requests at one time.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. I don't think that's the power of AI. What I yeah it AI is good at repetitive tasks. Um, the superpower. I think people sometimes put too much on AI. Right? AI is not very good at like huge complex concepts. You as a human have to understand, like, and be able to
Break it down.
break it down and then feed the AI sequentially, or like the framework is the agentic systems where you have multiple AI running in parallel, doing individual tasks, and then at the end putting it back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But once again, that goes back to understanding the work itself and the output expected. So you need to, and then there's the context on the front end. So going back to inputs, throughputs, outputs, inputs, the context, throughputs, how many AI agents, how are you going to design the work? How's it going to be split up? Then also there's 400 different models to use.
Yeah.
So which model are you going to use? Like, are you going to use O1, O1 mini, like O3, like 5, 4, and that's just OpenAI, or you're going to use Claude or Grok, or I don't know, Gemini. Are you doing images? Yeah. So it's like not even knowing, like it's knowing the right model, it's knowing the right framework, it's having the right context. Like it. That's the thing. AI is going to create a whole another like world of jobs, of people like getting the best out of the AI, because once again it's not, AI is just a tool, it's just a calculator. In my opinion. So
That's good.
it's like if you put the wrong inputs, you know what's, if you want to get the answer to 3 times 3, but you put in 4 times 3 and it gives you the wrong answer. Yeah, it's like, and then you're like, oh, the AI gave me the wrong answer. What you asked the wrong question. Yeah.
And a lot of people would just kind of go with whatever the AI says. Like they won't really, especially if they don't know what they're doing. Like,
Yep.
And I think like, so like sometimes a business will always try to see like if somebody's offering a way to increase margins or make them more money, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll try to figure out a way to do things in-house or do things themselves versus hiring out. But in this sense, when it comes to AI, like it's not like anybody, it seems like anybody can just implement AI or create their own like situation where they're using AI in their business, but it's not that easy, right?
It's not hard. It just takes time. So it might take me an hour to do what, it might take you, not you, but someone else 20 hours. Because the only reason it takes me an hour is because I already put in 20 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, do you want to put in the 20 hours? Is this where you want to spend your time? Or are you better doing something else?
Yeah.
All right. Like, let's say you're a basketball player and wants to, I don't know, build, you're an NBA player that wants to like figure out what they're doing after they retire. Like, should you spend 20 hours like working on this AI model?
Yeah.
Or should you be in the gym shooting free throws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prioritize.
Yeah, exactly. What's going to generate the highest return for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not saying businesses can do it, because I don't think for the most part that, like, if you have a business, you're probably doing something right, so you can figure it out if you want to.
Yeah. And I guess like if you do have a business, your main focus is like the
Your
service
business.
or
Yes.
the product that you're
Yes.
that you're doing.
Exactly.
So,
If you have a coffee shop, Like, why are you trying to optimize your POS system? Like, just buy one. That's not your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I know you said you're still kind of like in the process of releasing Joe. Is that so? When can people expect it to be out, and like where can they go to find out more information?
Yeah. So right now we are working, like, there's two, I guess, versions of Joe. There's the enterprise. We're working with the highly regulated industries, starting with utilities and food processing. Like, that's more of a custom implementation. The framework is Discover, where we ingest a bunch of data from the organization, and based off of that, design. The second phase, design something where we think we can find efficiencies, and then deploy our Joes. And that's from an enterprise perspective. I'm also working on a small, medium business VC PE portfolio company offering where
Okay.
people can just go online, connect their resources, and deploy their agents. And hoping that'll be out before the end of the year.
Okay.
So people can expect that to be available in January 1.
Okay. So pretty much all businesses can eventually be able to reach out, not just the enterprise level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal. And it all, going back to the origin story, it's to your point, like, why are you trying to figure out how to, create AI agents when, but that's what I was doing. I was like, there has to be a better way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to create like LinkedIn content, Instagram content, trying to schedule it. And I'm like, that's not what I'm good at. I was like, let me just take a step back for a second. And maybe there's something on the market. Entity and Zapier are a bunch of workflow automation tools. And there are frameworks already out there. Like, you can go to agent.ai. But once again, there's 1,600 different agents. It's like, no, I don't want to figure out what the best agent is. I just want an agent that does my marketing. Can it post on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter like every other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't know what is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, converge leads. Can it track the analytics and optimize it? Like, and I was doing that for myself. I was like,
it's gotta be a better way.
Well, I was like, also, like Ian here or Kyle here. I'm like, I can't be the only person with that problem.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Yeah. So
That's
I was
true.
like, I can offer this to some of the other people here at Hatchbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where Joe started.
Wow.
When I was tired of Eryn, and two, I was like, there has to be a better way. Like, I'm doing so much. Like, how do I scale myself?
And something I meant to ask, like, what was the reasoning behind the names of Eryn and Joe?
So Eryn and Joe, a girl at the Tech Village, or a woman, not a girl.
Yeah.
Like, it was like most like AI assistants are females. I was like, that's interesting. So Siri, Alexa.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find something that was gender neutral.
Yeah.
So picking the name Eryn.
Yeah, I can go either way. Yeah.
And then Joe, it's spelled J-O. So it could be Joseph, or it could be Joanna.
Yeah.
So trying to, and then, like, I didn't even realize this, but Joe is also you can't spell job without Joe.
Okay.
But
I like that.
I just saw that. I was like, oh, it's the first 2 letters of job. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That. So yeah. Is there anything else you kind of want to tell the audience about what's coming up? What's next?
Come and visit us at Hatchbridge. If you're looking to implement AI, automation, RPA into your business, that's something that we do. Even if you're a small business, like, learnings are also valuable. So, we're willing to help and help you scale your business and provide value in any way we can. Joe is our goal is to help businesses strike the right balance between man and machine.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Jeremy. Thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time.
All right. See you.